Hello and welcome to the John Ark Show. This episode is called How to Work 10 Jobs Simultaneously by Proxy Freelancing. Before we begin, I want to encourage you to subscribe, like, comment, and follow us. Also, I'd like to tell you about a service called HollywoodIsCalling.com. It's a great service that allows you to purchase live phone calls from more than 100 celebrities. So you can purchase a live 15-second call for $19.95 or a live 30-second call for $29.95. You can buy these calls as a gift for yourself or as a gift for somebody you care about. There's nothing cooler than getting a live phone call from your favorite celebrity. Or you can just send their call to your voicemail and record it and then play it back for all your friends and family to hear. So check it out. HollywoodIsCalling.com. Now let's get started. So people all across America are now struggling to survive in an economy that has lost millions of jobs over the last year. The job market is slowly returning and new jobs are being brought back online, but there are still millions of people struggling. Now that their savings have been depleted, a lot of those people are facing imminent bankruptcy or eviction or both. So what can be done? How can people solve this problem? We're seeing a very innovative solution being implemented by some unemployed people who have recently lost their jobs in this economy. They're doing something new called Proxy Freelancing that is allowing them to pay their bills, pay their rent, feed their families, and do it all in a very clever new way. Here's how it works. They're going to freelance job sites online and they're bidding on dozens of jobs a day, which they can perform on a project-by-project basis as freelancers. Some people may set up accounts on 5 or 6 different freelance sites and bid on as many as 100 jobs a day. Now, of the 100 jobs they bid on, they will probably win 1 or 2 of those jobs and get hired by them. What they then do is they immediately go back to other freelance job bidding sites and then find and hire offshore freelancers to do the actual work for them at a reduced price. Now, let's say that you bid on a job, on a $300 freelance job as perhaps a graphics designer or as a coder, and the client wants it finished in a week. Well, what these people will do is they will then go online and repost that job on other sites, and they will offer a foreign freelancer $150 to do the same job in half the time. The idea being to make at least a 50% profit margin and get the jobs done in half the time, so that if a problem comes up and the freelancer you hire messes up or is just incapable, then you still have enough time to replace him with another freelancer who can get the job done on time. They then repeat this process over and over, bidding on hundreds of jobs until they receive as many simultaneous jobs as they can handle at one time. When you do this, you're essentially operating as a project manager on all these jobs. You will then begin building up a pipeline of projects. The key is not to take on so many jobs that you start missing deadlines and control of everything. Every job you take on will come with problems that arise as you and your freelancers are working on them. What you have to determine is how many projects you can practically manage and control. If you continue to do great work on time, on budget, and with the required quality, then your online reputation will improve and you'll receive more jobs. How many jobs you can handle is entirely up to you and your skill set and your temperament and your level of professionalism. Some people will freak out just trying to manage one job and they'll bail and quit. Some people can oversee half a dozen jobs without any problem at all. It's all about your ability to handle stress, manage people, budget money and funds properly, and being able to solve very difficult problems, because these will come up all day, every day. Another issue is time zone management. If you're hiring a lot of foreign freelancers, there may be a 6 to 12 hour time zone difference between the two of you. That means you may often have to get up in the middle of the night to communicate with them in order to solve some last-minute problems that always seem to come up before the deadline. Let's say you start doing this and you have succeeded with a small number of simultaneous jobs, but you want to increase your income. How can you do that? We recommend that you first figure out how many jobs you can personally handle and oversee as a sole project manager. Within 3 or 4 months, you should start to get an idea of what you can manage before things feel like they may be getting out of your control. When things start getting unmanageable because the number of jobs you're getting is simply too much for you, then you need to start looking for a skilled freelance project manager to hire. Let's say that you can handle 5 freelance jobs at once, but once the number goes beyond that, then things start getting a little squirrely and unmanageable. When that happens, you need to start interviewing people for a project manager position. When you find someone, you should then try them out to see how competent and professional they are. A really professional project manager should be able to manage anywhere from 3 to 6 jobs simultaneously, depending on what the jobs are and how complex the projects are technically and logistically. Once your pipeline of projects and jobs exceeds the working limit of your new project manager, then you begin to look for another project manager. When you find that second person, then you work on filling their project pipeline with more jobs. The beauty of hiring proxy freelancers to work for you is that you can scale up very dramatically and generate more money than you ever could make as a salaried individual, bringing home a paycheck every week. Once you have a pipeline of projects and jobs that your project managers are overseeing and that your freelancers are performing, then you can take your efforts to the next level by hiring a business development manager. Their job will be to spend all day, every day, applying for more freelance jobs for you to secure. They're also going to be tasked with promoting your business, your company, your services. Now, assuming they can apply for 100 to 200 new jobs a day across all the freelance job sites that you have set up accounts on, then it's very reasonable to believe you will receive 1 to 2 new jobs for every 100 jobs you apply for. Where can you start applying for these freelance jobs online? Well, there are countless freelance job sites on the internet, but 3 of the most popular are Upwork.com, Freelancer.com, and Fiverr.com. Another thing you should know is that your online reputation is everything. Every time you complete a job for someone, they will rate the quality of your work. Great reviews mean more business from new clients. Bad reviews mean that few people will want to hire you in the future. That's why you must move heaven and earth to make sure the customer is always pleased with your work product and that they give you great written reviews when you finish. Those reviews are your future lifeblood. If things are starting to go off the rails at some point and the quality of your work product is faltering, then you can always hire a freelance quality assurance tester who can go over every job and check the quality and check its quality to make sure that everything is fine before you or the client sees it. Now, there are people who do proxy freelancing and they literally have dozens of people working for them on many jobs at the same time. Using this business model, you can scale things up to a point where you can make between $50,000 and $100,000 a month. So with that, I want to thank you for watching, and we will talk to you soon.